Hey y'all, thanks so much for joining me today. Today, I'm going to be doing a weight loss tag. Those of you who've been around for a little while, you know I love a good tag. I love tags. I think they're fun. I think they get us to think about things and talk about things that we might not would in other situations, and I think that we learn a lot about other people when we do these, and I also think that it brings us together as a community in that we get to see other people who maybe are doing some of the same things that we're doing, and we find other channels. So anyway, I think they're a whole lot of fun. Peggy over at Color Me Influence tagged me. She was tagged by Sandy. Let's Get Fit with Sandy. These are two of my favorite YouTubers. I just love them. I'm going to link them below. And I'm also going to link the other people who are doing the weight loss tag videos that I saw in Peggy's weight loss tag video where she tagged me. I hope that made sense. Okay. My channel's not specifically a weight loss channel. I think I would love to lose some weight. I need to lose some weight. I need to get off some weight. But my channel is a whole lot more about just aging as a female and how hard it is in a society that really values youth and learning to love ourselves and all that. However, I do want to lose some weight, and I have been eating pretty specific, a specific kind of keto, not keto, but kind of keto, and that has fallen off the wayside for a little while, but I plan to get back on that, and maybe I'll talk about some of that as we go through some of these questions. So, question number 1, when did you start gaining weight? If only I were as heavy as the first time I thought I was heavy. In high school, I wanted to lose weight, and I look back now and I was so thin. I was like a size 5 and just teeny tiny, but I felt like I was big. And that's another reason, I have daughters, and I think we should feel good where we are. And I get really frustrated that when I was 16 and 17 and a size 5 that I wanted to lose weight. I can remember doing crazy things like eating popcorn only, and just crazy things because I felt big. And as a mother to daughters, I think our generation should stop that, right? But when did I start gaining weight? Now, after I had a hysterectomy in 2012, I lost weight for a little while after that, and then after I lost weight, I started putting weight on, and it seems like no matter what I do, the weight just wants to hold on to me. So I would say right around 2014 is when I put on the weight that I am uncomfortable with now. So I hope that answers that question. Question number 2, are you an emotional eater? I'm really not. Whenever I'm emotional over something, I can't eat. It messes up my stomach and I can't eat. If I'm nervous a little bit, that may cause me to snack. I'm not a big snacker. So, I'm going to have to say no. I'm not an emotional eater. Not at this point in my life. Anyway. Number 3, how long have you been dieting? Since I was 11. Seriously. It feels like it's always almost been something. Since I was a kid, I can remember my great aunt. She was like the neatest woman. She was just so cool. Both of them were. I have 2 great aunts that they're no longer with us, but they were just wonderful. And one was really struggling with her weight, and she wasn't even that big. You think back on it, and she wasn't even big, but anyway, she taught me how to count calories, and I remember being 11 years old and learning to count calories. So it's a pretty good while. I have started this modified ketogenic diet, and I actually did a video on it. a few months back. It is a 511, and I will link to that video below if you're really interested in how specifically that I'm eating now. And I started that in the fall. I had spoken with my doctor and we were trying to figure out some stuff, and I did pretty good. Which is going to take us into the next question. Question number 4, are you following a diet now? Honestly, right now, I haven't been doing too well on it. I haven't really been following anything. I am intermittent fasting. I'm eating 2 meals a day. I'm trying to get more protein. I think my protein has been way too low for way too long. But I am sort of doing the keto 511. So, yeah, I'm going to say I am, because anybody who looks at me and how I eat would say I am. But to me, it's just not as strict or stringent as it normally is. So, but yes, I am. Have you had success in the past? I have had success in the past. That was number 5. After I had my 3rd daughter, I got down like super, super thin. She was little, 5 or 6, I guess. And I did Atkins diet, and I lost, I don't even remember how much weight, maybe 40 pounds or 50 pounds or something. I got really, really thin. I got down to, my size 4s were big on me, so I did. And I think I do better. I'm one of the people who do better without sugar and a lot of carbohydrates. My blood sugar tends to go up and down. I try to monitor it. I monitor my ketones and stuff too. And I actually meant to talk about this stuff before now. See, that's another reason I love these tags. So I'm gonna get on that and discuss maybe how I do monitor that, because I think it goes along with health. It's not just weight loss, right? Our sugars, we have to worry as we are not 20 anymore, and even sometimes at 20, but about diabetes and stuff like that. And I just think that kind of stuff's super important. I'm not going to go into it much more right here, but yeah. I have had success in the past. My hormones were better, and it was easier. It was still hard. But it was easier than it is now, for sure. So, have you had success in the past was number 5. I might have called it number 6. Number 6 is, do you follow a workout plan? And I actually did just start. I have a neck injury, and so I have a hard time doing any serious workout at this point. Honestly, I need to be doing more than I'm doing, but I did start one, and I actually want to do a video on it. I'm making some like before and after pictures, and I really hope if it works, I'm going to show them. If it doesn't work, I may not. But I did aggravate my shoulder, my injury, so I've had to take off. This is like day 2, I think, that I haven't done anything, but I am doing a specific thing, and I want to share that specific little short workout with you guys, if it works, pretty soon. Number 7, what is your favorite diet? Okay, I really hate the word diet. I hate it. Except in the context of it is what we eat. That's our diet. So, like I kind of mentioned, for me specifically, keto, Atkinsy, anything that is less carbohydrate is the things that have really worked for me. I love sugar, and but sugar doesn't love me back. So definitely something low carbohydrate, higher in good fats, and moderate in protein. And that's the thing I keep forgetting, the moderate protein. I've been keeping my protein too low, so correcting that. Number 8, how much weight do you want to lose? I would be happy if I lost 30 pounds. So I'm just going to say 30 pounds. Number 9, do you feel like you're addicted to food? I feel like we're kind of all addicted to food in a way, depending on how you want to answer that question. I mean, we have to have it to survive. So we are kind of physically addicted to food. I don't, I get in bad habits of like eating after supper and stuff like that. And I really do better when I don't do that. But addicted to food, not any more so than it's just a necessary thing. I think that's one of the reasons why food is so hard, because we have to have it. You can't just stop it, and so I think it's difficult. Number 10, are you comfortable with your body now? I am comfortable in that I feel okay going out in public and that kind of thing. Could I be more comfortable? Yeah, I could. I'm I don't know about you guys, but I have like clothes that are bigger and clothes that are smaller. And I would love it if I were in my smaller clothes. Would I be more comfortable? Yes, I would. But I am at the age now, I think, that as long as I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I can get around the way I do. And I'm grateful that I feel good. And I'm grateful that my body does the things that my body does at this point. It could be a lot worse. And so, yes, I am comfortable. I could be much more comfortable if I were down a little bit of weight, though. Number 11, do you deprive yourself of any food? Well, I have a shellfish allergy, so I deprive myself of shellfish. I've never been able to eat it, and which makes some people feel sorry for me, but don't, because it's an allergy and I feel horrible if I'm even exposed to it at all. It's actually an anaphylactic allergy, so it's a really, really bad allergy. So I don't have shellfish. I don't like to look at it as deprived. But I do avoid gluten. I don't have I'm not celiac. I can have gluten, but a doctor told me several years back that I should avoid it, and so I started avoiding it. I've found so much stuff that makes up for it. I don't feel deprived at all without it. The only time that I feel deprived about gluten is like if I'm out and people are getting something and I can't have it because it's got gluten. And I tried for a little while a couple years back to have a little bit of gluten again, and it just really didn't sit well with me, so I don't do that. I do deprive myself, I think that's fair to say, of sugar. Pretty much that's my thing. Anything heavily carbohydrates, although I will do carb ups and stuff like that. So it's not really deprivation. It's just, I like to look at it as making wise food choices that sit well with my body. I think there's many different ways to go about this. I do not think my way is necessarily the be all end all, but I just try to do what works for me. And what works for me is to keep the carbohydrates and the sugar lower for the most part. So that's it. 11 questions. I am now tasked with tagging people. And since this is not, like I said at the beginning, a weight loss channel, but there are people on here who I know follow specific diets or have lost weight or are trying to lose weight or have their channels working with that. One would be Ketogenic Kim. Love you, Kim. Love you. You guys, she is wonderful. And Number 2, I'm going to tag Nana Grace. Nana Grace she talks about doing keto and her coffee and all this. And if you guys don't know Nana Grace, then you're missing out. You're missing out because she is wonderful. She is wonderful to watch. Number 3 is a brand new person on YouTube, Keto Michelle. And Michelle, I had to. So Keto Michelle, I hope you'll do this tag too if you like tags. And the 4th person I'm going to tag is Heather K, because she talks about weight loss on her channel, and so I would like to hear her answers to this. I will link all of these people below, and if you guys don't know them and you're not friends with them, you're missing out. So you should check them out below. And if I've forgotten anybody, if there's anybody who wants to do the tag that I did not tag, please feel free to do that. The questions are in the description box below, and it's super easy to do, and we can learn a lot about you. If you do the tag, please come back and leave a message, a comment on this video so that I can go look at your tags, and then you can tag everybody who's done it, and we'll get this going pretty big. So I'm really excited about this. On this channel, I talk about aging as a female and all that goes along with that, gray hair transition, and self-love, self-acceptance, but I do talk about diet, nutrition, exercise, ways that I work to keep myself healthy. I do giveaways sometimes. I've got a lot of other ideas in mind. I'm super excited about it. So if any of this stuff interests you and you haven't already, I hope you'll subscribe and hit the bell and be notified every time I put up a video. So thanks you guys so much, and thank you again, Peggy, for tagging me. If any of you guys ever have any tags that you want that I fit in at all, just tag me. Let me know. I will be there. I love a good tag. So thanks so much, and we will see you next time.